Welcome back, as always. Be sure to leave a comment if you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments about the channel in general, or if you have any topics you want to make a future video on, let me know down in the comments. Also, be sure to check out my other channel, YC Games. It's one with the orange logo. And without further ado, let's get right into this video. So, I really like Call of Duty, and by that, of course, I mean I like Call of Duty Zombies. I'm really not a huge fan of Call of Duty in general. However, I've been a huge Zombies fan since the original Black Ops, because I guess that was when I was old enough to start playing video games. So, as soon as I heard that Cold War was the continuation of the Black Ops version of Zombies, I was excited for that reason. And I thought, you know what, it's been a while. I jumped back in, I played all Black Ops 1, 2, 3, and 4 Zombies. This is obviously recording Black Ops 4 Zombies. And I thought, alright, what can they do in Cold War to really step it up a notch and make this a great Zombies experience? And from the very, very, very short teaser we got, I believe they're on the right track. However, I just want to make this video to say what I think would make it a great game. Obviously, people's opinions are going to differ, so if you have any other opinion, I want to hear it down in the comments. That's why I make these videos, to start discussions, to have discussions with people. So please, if you agree, disagree, you got your own ideas, let me know down in the comments. And with that out of the way, let's get into the predictions. Slash wish list, I guess, is what this really is. So like I said earlier, the first game I played, and the first game I really fell in love with, as far as Zombies goes, is the original Black Ops 1. So that will always hold a soft spot in my heart, and call it nostalgia, call it whatever you want. I do think that is kind of the best Zombies experience. Now, that's definitely not the best game with zombies in it. That is the best Zombies experience, because it's simple. You just jump in, you get a group of friends, you pick a map, you go see how high you can get it, and later on when they introduce Easter eggs and stuff, that was kind of cool too, as a good sidetrack. And I'm not saying that beyond that it's bad. Obviously, I'm still playing Black Ops 4. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed all the games up to this point to varying levels of success. But I'm excited for Cold War because it's such a good franchise to me. But Black Ops will always hold a special place in my heart. And I think to really make Cold War great is if they went back to basics. That's definitely what it seems they're doing with the campaign, going back to a more Black Ops 1-ish setting. Also going, the multiplayer seems to be more traditional Call of Duty mixed with the new Modern Warfare, rather than the whole what Black Ops 4 was, jumping around and all the crazy shit, whatever. They're definitely going to seem to be going in a more traditional Call of Duty route, and I think that's great, and I very much want them to embrace this as far as Zombies goes. Now, I'm definitely not trying to step on anyone's toes in there. Black Ops 2, 3, and 4, they all have amazing qualities in the Zombies. And I don't want them to completely throw away all of the changes they made, because some of them are really good. I really like a lot of the stuff they did. I just feel like, especially playing Black Ops 4, and recently, playing Black Ops 4 I played the most of recently, I just couldn't quite really get into it. Like, they changed so much going from 1 to 4, and obviously throughout sequels that's gonna happen, but the jump from 3 to 4 is so much more drastic than even like 2 to 3 or 1 to 2. So they definitely need to dial it back from 4, because the perk system, it's gotta go back to traditional perks, and that definitely seems what they're going with. As far as the one little minute teaser trailer we got, just playing the Juggernaut theme song, or jingle, whatever you want to call it. Theme song, that sounds dumb. It makes me feel like they're going back to that traditional Zombies model of, alright, you jump in a map, you pick your perks as you go, here's the machines here, the locations, go have at her. That already is a huge step up for me, because that was my biggest complaint about Black Ops 4, was their dumbass approach to the perk system, where I can only pick 4, and I'm stuck with those 4 for the whole game. I hate that. I hate that for so many reasons. That's almost for the whole video. But getting past that, that's always a huge step up. Just the fact they have that jingle in there makes me feel like they're going that more traditional route. So I'm happy for that. However, like I said, I don't want them to completely just revert back to what it used to be, because I do like some of the changes they made. The elixir system in Black Ops 4, it's not bad. The equipment system isn't terrible. Making the loadout thing, I'm not a huge fan, but it's not terrible. That's all right. But they definitely gotta get rid of this weird you get multiple lives for being in solo as Black Ops 4 addicts. I mean, come on. You survive. That's what you gotta do. The whole, now it's up to 4 hits. Again, I don't want to be like back in my day, but 2 hits, you had to survive. It was tough. You had to get really good. So it just feels like it almost got too easy. And the introduction of the specialty weapons, where if you're back in a corner, you can take 4 hits, you can just tank them, and then pull your specialty weapon and be like, okay, yay, now I'm just a god for a minute or whatever. It just feels like it's almost gotten too easy at this point, especially Black Ops 4. I don't want to rag on Black Ops 4 too much, because it's fun to play, there's fun times to be had, but it's just nothing like how it used to be. So this is going to sound kind of hypocritical to my last point, but I want some really just new maps. I'm sick of going back to the same places. And I know that sounds hypocritical because, basically my whole last point was, it was so much better back then. That's not really what I was getting at, but I understand how that's how it sounds. But that doesn't mean the maps were good. Don't get me wrong, the maps were great. I love those maps, how they were. But Black Ops 4 almost bastardized those maps by adding extra rooms, doing this different, that wasn't quite the same, whatever. And I'm just sick of it. I'm not going to be angry at Black Ops 4 saying, well, those maps were so much better back then. I'm just saying, be original. My favorite maps in Black Ops 4 are like Ancient Evil, are like 9, are the ones that are different. I have to completely explore a whole new area, not, oh yeah, I remember this part. Oh, hey, this door's new. I guess I'll try to explore this area. So instead of just having a few extra rooms to explore, and the weird extra mechanics they add, like in Blood of the Dead getting rid of Purgatory, which that kind of pisses me off, because Purgatory was like the coolest part of Mob of the Dead. That was such a thing unique to that map. I love playing that map for that reason. Now, I'm not saying I want that in all the maps, but I'm just saying that was a cool reason to play that map. Now, Blood of the Dead, it's different. It's not the same. Adding a few extra rooms, but getting rid of a huge feature, it's not a trade-off. Like, I don't understand why they can't just come up with a new map. I understand story-wise, oh yeah, it makes sense, well, we went back here for this reason. I don't care about the story. Like, Zombies lore, it's interesting to me, but I'm not going to figure it out. I don't want to play a map because it makes sense chronologically. I want to play a map because that was a fun map. That was a fun area to play. I play games for the fun of it. So give me a new area, a whole new idea. I don't care. Even if, like, say, Classified took place in the Pentagon still, like 5 did, but in the complete opposite wing, or the opposite side of the building, none of the areas merge up. That would have been better for me. I don't care what they call it. I don't care what it looks like. I just care that it's fun to play. Now, Zombie Chronicles and Black Ops 3, it doesn't bother me, because that was, an up-res version. It looks nicer on the PS4 rather than the PS3 or whatever current gen. And for those people that didn't play it back in the day, like play Black Ops 1 and 2, that's definitely a fun way to experience those maps. I'm more complaining about the Black Ops 4 method of, okay, well, we don't know what map to make, so let's just remake this map, but add some more rooms and change a couple things here and there. That's what really bothers me. Like, if you want to completely remake a map, but it looks the exact same, it plays the exact same, it feels the exact same, so newer audiences can get into it and experience those maps, and older audiences can be like, oh yeah, I remember this is great. That doesn't bother me as much. But for Cold War, they just got to come up with new maps, new ideas. That's what I want. And what worries me is in the teaser, it definitely looks like part of it is in Nachtstrandtoten, which has been in fucking every game, it feels like. Every game except Black Ops 4, I think, at this point. And rumored to be Transit 2, that area that they say does not look like Transit to me, but that might just be me. I don't know, but I don't want that. I want completely new maps. I'm sick of living in the past. And I know that sounds really hypocritical because my last point was, let's go back to how it was. Not map-wise, though. Let's go back to how it was mechanic-wise, not map-wise, if that makes sense. Now, one of those things they added in the later games meaning like, I guess, late Black Ops 1, more Black Ops 2 and beyond area, is the Easter eggs. And I really love that addition. That is definitely one of the cooler things they could have done to actually give a reasoning behind playing. Now, I know, again, that sounds hypocritical, because back in the day, oh yeah, just grab some friends, go out there and see how high round you can get. And that's kind of where this tweak comes from. I think Cold War should go back to the days of not necessarily not having Easter eggs, because like I said, Easter eggs are a great addition. I love doing those on some occasions, but it almost feels now, like even Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, is that you need to do the Easter egg to really have fun. Because like everything in the game is directing you towards the Easter egg. There's random audio clips, there's random this, there's random that. Like, when I was playing Black Ops 1, and even a lot of Black Ops 2, I just like didn't even know they existed for the longest time. And again, I was fairly young at the time. But even then, like, I didn't know and I didn't care. I was just trying to see how high I could get. Like, that was the point for me. And now going back, like, I'll try the Easter eggs. And they're fun. Like, I feel like that was a good balance back then. Was, yeah, they existed, you could do them, but that wasn't the focus. The focus was still, hey, how high round can you get? But for those players that were just good at the game or wanted an extra challenge, there was that Easter egg. And I think that was fun. Because if you didn't have a friend, like if you had friends that liked zombies, but didn't want to really get into it, that was always fun to do. You just jump in, you see how high around you can get, and you still can do that now, but it just feels more difficult to do. So Easter eggs should definitely still be part of the game, but I feel like it's more something to seek out rather than right in your face. Because now, like I said, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, I didn't care about the Easter eggs. Like, I knew they existed, but I'm like, you know what? That's not for me. I don't want to do it. But like Black Ops 3, and especially Black Ops 4, but Black Ops 3 was when it first really dawned on me, like, oh, I'm kind of missing out, aren't I? Like, there's something going on here, and I just don't know about it. Like, they shoved it right in my face. Like, it's like just random rounds. Like, I wouldn't even trigger anything. There would just be audio clips saying, like, oh, hey, didn't you know you're supposed to, do this? Or just some shit like that. It just feels like it's so prevalent now that you kind of have to do the Easter egg. I don't know. Maybe it's just me to notice it, but I feel like they just really shove it in my face. That even if I don't feel like doing it, if I just want to high round it, if I want to just go on, play by myself, but especially playing with friends, I can't anymore. And that's upsetting. But I don't want them to get rid of the Easter eggs, because they're fun. And I like doing them when I feel like doing them. But if I feel like high rounding it, god damn it, I'm going to high round it. That was it for this video, guys. I know probably no one even got to this point. And I'll be honest, I kind of got a little rambling there for a little bit. I had a little more drink than I thought I would before I started recording. I know it's been a while since I posted, so if, for the few people that are still subscribed and actually like actively watching, hey, thank you very much. Not much more to say. I don't know. I know this is like kind of a Borderlands 3 channel, so especially this video, probably no one's going to watch. But I just kind of stopped playing Borderlands 3. It is just simply not fun for me anymore. So, yeah, I'm not going to make any videos on that unless there's like a huge request for it, I guess. So, as always, leave in the comments if there's anything you want me to make a video on. If there's anything in this video that I talked about that you agree with, disagree with, leave it down in the comments. Because I genuinely want to have conversations with people about this. But, like, my friends just get sick of hearing me talk about this kind of stuff, so I don't have those conversations with them. So yeah, if there's anyone watching that actually does like this stuff as much as I do, please, let's talk down in the comments. And yeah, that's it. Remember, the world doesn't do anything but keep your stick on the ice. We're all in this together. See you in the next one. Bye.